The topic is emerging trends in the tea sector. We have two very eminent speakers with us. Mr. Aditya Khaitan needs no introduction. Scion of the Khaitan family, the mega group, and he'll be taking us through the emerging trends that we see in the tea sector recently. And then we have Mr. Deepak Marwa from Reliance, who is going to talk on a very important aspect, which is retail and consumer chains, which are going and how they are going to impact the tea trends in India, because this is one sector that is going to change the way the tea is sold, marketed in India. And I'm sure we'll have some very interesting observations, some very interesting analysis from Deepak on that. So without wasting any further time, without much ado, I will hand over the floor to Mr. Deepak Khaitan.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The last time I had the chance to address all of you on this particular topic of emerging trends was in Guwahati in November 2007. And at that time there was hope of the prices of tea moving up, consumptions growing, and hopefully smiling faces coming back among my producing friends. Today I'm glad to say that, while addressing you again on this particular topic, I can see a lot more smiling faces among my producing friends. And I wish and hope that this trend continues longer than the recession that we have faced over the last 10 years. I like to structure my presentation into two parts. First, look at the emerging trends among the base parameters, and thereafter the challenges and intervention for the future. This graph shows you my structured presentation broken up into production, exports, consumption, and prices. This gives you a snapshot of the world, showing China leading the volume game. Since 2001, China's production has grown by 464 million, that is 8.8%. And India has registered a crop of 980 million in 2008. The next slide shows you the breakup amongst the CTC, orthodox and green tea, where you will realize that 73% of the production is an account of orthodox and green tea. The percentage of CTC in the total production is actually registering a decline. On hindsight, it even augurs well that orthodox and green tea are showing a healthy trend upwards, because it takes the pressure off the CTC, and there's enough demand push for all the three categories to ensure that the prices hold up. The next area that we talk about is the total production of India. What you see here is the growth coming only from the bottle leaf sector.
Back to ask if I could come and make this talk. I accepted with pleasure. For two reasons. A, I have an old association with Calcutta and with tea. In fact, my abiding memories of tea were really when I was handling the tea accounts for Lipton when I was in Lyndhurst, Calcutta. And other than driving down Benting Street and sometimes using traffic as an excuse when one was actually late oneself, I think the abiding memories are two, both relating to a film shoot of Lipton teas. One, when the client insisted, this was for a shoot for Lipton Tiger, when he insisted that being the main model being a tiger, he wanted to select the tiger and therefore wanted to see model photographs. Well, we obliged and we did show him various tigers, photographs, and finally he selected one. It's a different matter that tiger didn't come for the shoot, it was another tiger. The other memory of that shoot was, this was in the outskirts of Bombay, when the tiger didn't really know what we were up to and didn't really believe that it should behave itself. So it decided to break free and went onto the roads on Bombay, Goa, and created mayhem. It wasn't, attacking anybody. It was just walking there, but it created absolute mayhem out there. Anyway, coming back to this topic. Today, I will speak on retail, what is happening in retail overall, retail trends, consumer trends, how these retail and consumer trends combine to have an impact and have opportunities for the tea sector, the way I look at it. The snapshot of my presentation, it's the first, I'll be talking a bit about retail today, then the changing face of retail, then retail and consumer trends, what it could mean for tea. Some of it, I think the tea industry is already doing, and some of it is just some thoughts of mine. And the last bit is connecting with the consumer. Retail today, 12 million retail outlets in India, 97% of these are in the traditional retail. Now, there are various figures floating around in terms of what the market is today and what it will grow to be. And these are really figures of, let's say, last year, because I don't think anybody is hazarding today what exactly it will
look into the trends in this particular segment. Mr. Adit Khaitan very succinctly brought out the challenges that we face from the production point of view, the perspective from a production point of view, and the challenges that lie there. The issues like the MRLs which all of us face, the other issues such as the CTC's decline in production and orthodox emerging, the challenges to balance between the domestic and the export markets very well. And Mr. Deepak Marwa has obviously given us an idea of the emerging trends in the emerging India today, and how the marketing people, I hope, have been taking notes on what sort of synergy they need to build from the production to the retail chains, etc. There have been, obviously, in this emerging scenario in India, there have been conflicts when the new retail chains, etc., have been coming, and the traditionalists, perceive threat in that. And obviously, your task is cut out in that particular area, Deepak. I'm sure you are up to the challenge, and a lot of the people who try to make political capital out of it, obviously you have to balance it very well. So I think we are taking a whole lot of things from these two very nice talks that we have had today. Thank you very much once again, Deepak, and thank you, Adit.
I request Khaitan to now. Thank you very much. And to Mr. Deepak Marwa. Thank you very much. I'd like to now invite on stage Mr. M.H. Ashraf, former president of UPASI, to please do the honors and present a memento to our chairman. Thank you, Mr. Ashraf. With that, we come to the end of this session. We now break for the tea tasting session, which will start after this session at the Manappuram Hall. Delegates